Right, two of the Saints' top four still haven't lost a game yet in Alistair Burke and Will Thompson.
So we've had some technical difficulties, but I'm Miller Farley here alongside Jack Oakey, and we are joining you from the tennis courts here at St. Christopher's as the number 3 ranked Saints take on the number 6 seed Woodberry Tigers here in the first round of the VISAA state tournament. Like Jack said, Saints top seeds having a fairly easy go of it so far. Alston Hackney at 8-1. They're playing a 10-game pro set. So if the Saints get, I believe, 4 or 5 of their single wins, then they will not go to doubles play.
We have inside information that if they clinch the singles matches, then they will not play doubles.
Right, which is traditional for the state tournament. But obviously in the regular season, teams will play out the doubles matches for standings. But right now we're watching Alston Hackney, the senior captain, and the Saints number 2 take on Willis He, the freshman from Shanghai, China. Alston Hackney has been really working his first serve, getting a lot of good deep shots in on He to force him into some defensive play.
Right, he's got a very powerful first serve, shown to be killer if he gets it in.
Yeah, second serve, as you see there, also pretty powerful. Not able to handle that and puts it in the alley. On the other side, He's been struggling a little bit on his first serves, either not creating enough power or just missing. So Alston's been able to capitalize on those second serve opportunities as Alston's first serve goes long.
And right now, I believe all Saints are winning their matches, with the closest being 6 seed Joe Parker.
Yeah, Joe Parker's at about 6-3 last time we checked. Alistair Burke, the number 1, was up 8-1 in his match.
And on the court next to Austin, we just see Will Thompson goes up 9-0 on his opponent. About to finish that off.
Yep, 1 game away there for him. I think so far no Saint has won their match yet, but
certainly getting close.
yeah, all of them getting very close. So in other news around the St. Christopher sports world is all of the spring sports teams are getting into the state tournament this Tuesday afternoon. Lacrosse team, the number 9 seed, traveled up to Paul VI this afternoon. They're at George Mason currently taking on the Panthers, and the last score update we had was a 2-2 tie after the first quarter, which is good news for the Saints, facing off against a team that's been ranked nationally all season long. And if you want to check our other stream out here on YouTube, it's our baseball team. Our baseball team, I believe, is taking on Trinity, who beat Potomac in the first round. The Saints, the number 1 seed, got the bye there, as Alston Hackney just drops that approach shot into the net.
Right, and if any of those teams end up winning their quarterfinals games, the semifinals will be on Friday, and the finals will be on Saturday for all the sports.
Yeah, so Alston Hackney just losing his serve there, getting broke by He, so now it's 8-3. Hackney unable to. So we have. So as we wait for Hackney and He to change court, Oki, what did you see in those past 2 games from Alston that maybe dropped off in quality a little bit and allowed He to pick up 2 games?
Well, I think it was more of He just taking advantage of his opportunities, as I saw him on one of the last points there, moving Austin around the court with his placement. So I think he's just upped his game in these later games of the match.
Yeah, Austin Hackney, a really powerful tennis player.
Right.
Got a lot of muscle on him.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive. Able to get some really high velocity shots that might not be able to Huh might not be able to handle. So Huh needing to go for placement here and force Austin into making tough shots instead of letting him run wild.
Right. Austin definitely doesn't settle for pushing the ball back.
So Austin hitting a deep aggressive shot there and Huh dropping it into the net.
Austin's really good at hitting those deep forehands with a lot of topspin on it. I can tell you from experience that those are very hard to return.
Yeah, definitely doesn't allow you to get on the offensive as Huh would like. So approach shot from Huh as he comes in. Austin just manages to sneak it past him. Huh got a racket on it, but not enough to get it over the net. So Austin Hackney up 30-love here on Huh's serve. This could be an important point for Austin Hackney to take control as a competitor. As Huh's first serve goes long. And second serve in the net, so Huh double faults away. Oh, excuse me, the first serve was a let. So this is his second serve.
And just a little scoring update from the other matches. Number 1 seed Alistair Burke won his match 10-0. Tallman Ramsey, the 3 seed, is up 9-2. And the 6 seed, Joe Parker, and the 5 seed Eli Bemis are both up 8-3.
So just a matter of time, it looks like, unless Woodberry can put on a impressive comeback. So Huh double faulted to take it to 40-love. Love 40, excuse me. And got his second serve in there as Austin Hackney returns cross court. Deep slice
Ooh.
before Huh goes down the line.
A lot of backspin on that shot from Austin.
Tries to get it over Huh, but it goes just wide. Good approach from the Woodberry freshman.
As the 4 seed Will Thompson finishes up his match.
So Huh got his first point of the game there. Now it's at 15-40. Good first serve from him. Austin forced to get around it.
And Huh going on the offensive there.
But hit it long. So Austin takes that game, breaks Huh. Now Austin serving for the match. It's senior day here at St. Christopher's, and Austin Hackney, one of just 3 Saints seniors finishing off their Saints home career. Eli Rhodes and Andrew Walters, the other 2. Eli Rhodes, one of the 2 captains alongside Austin Hackney.
Austin, the only one in action today.
Yeah, Eli Rhodes suffered a few injuries throughout his varsity career, but he's done a great job this season and last season, in fact. Being a good leader and a vocal captain.
Great shot from Huh there.
And Andrew Walters, in his second year on varsity, spent a lot of time going into his junior year really working on his game and forcing his way into the varsity lineup, which was a really, really big deal for him to make the team and get some good playing time this year also.
Right. After being a sophomore on JV, I don't think a lot of guys expected him to make varsity, but he proved the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and those 3 have had a really great season this spring, and I know the Saints tennis program is going to be sad to see them go.
Right.
So the quarterfinal matchup. The Saints hold on and clinch the matches they need. They will down Woodberry before heading out to Collegiate's Goochland campus for the VISAA semifinals matches.
Right.
Where they will...
I believe Collegiate's the 2 seed in the other quarterfinal matchup.
Right, so if Collegiate handles St. Stephen St. Agnes, the 7 seed, then we could see a rematch of the Saints and Cougars, which has proven to be pretty competitive this year. They've split 2 of the matches that they played, the Saints winning the one in the Woodberry Forest Invitational, while Collegiate beating the Saints at home.
Right, I believe the Saints winning the more recent matchup.
Right. But then there was Collegiate who wound up winning the Prep League tournament by 1 point over the Saints. So Hackney and Huh splitting, in fact breaking each other, so the score's at 9-4. Huh will be serving once the players return.
Saints are now up 3-0 as Tallman Ramsey finishes his match.
I believe the Saints need 2 more singles wins to clinch.
Yeah, 1 to 10 focus right now is probably 0. Just at this rate more. The focus right now is probably 0.
For you? Austin Hackney with some friendly banter back at us. He's really an all-around great guy. Fantastic intellectual.
Athlete and a scholar.
Athlete and a scholar. Like Dr. Chamberlain said, we can't all be scholars, but we can all be gentlemen. And Austin Hackney certainly is one of those 2. So Huss serve nicks the net on its way over, so he'll get a second chance at his second serve. We saw Hackney break on his last serve.
What happens when this match is over?
So Hud double faulting the first point. Austin Hackney up 15-0.
Not a great start from Huh in a crucial game.
Yeah, Huss serves have proven to be his weakness so far. Austin Hackney doing a good job returning and being thankful of points where Huh doesn't even give him a chance to return, and Huh trying to drop that in, gets it on the line.
Great return from Austin there.
Yeah, over his head after Huh's return bounced on the baseline. Now settling into a decent rally. Austin Hackney slicing backhand before going cross-court on his forehand. And Huh just got that deep enough that Austin Hackney lost his footing and put that wide. So Austin's return is long on the 15 all serve. Now Huh leads 30-15 on his own serve. Austin Hackney, really good dig there on his backhand, and Huh unable to go down the line, hits the net. So
I believe
Austin,
it's 30 low or 30 all.
yeah, 30 all. Austin Hackney really needing to work for his points in this game. First serve is wide from Huh. Huh had a good stretch there, though. First point was a double fault before following that up with 3 really good serving points from him. Austin Hackney, what a return that was, putting it just out of the reach of Huh.
Great placement there.
Yeah, gets him up on match point now. Austin Hackney just giving himself a little pep talk. Wait, this might actually not be match point. I believe it's 30-15. Or 40-30. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's
30-40.
30-40, so it is match point. Austin Hackney's
Tough.
forehand return, yeah, into the net.
Ha forces deuce. Not giving up just yet.
First serve is long from Ha. So Ha double faults, both serves going long from him. Now Austin Hackney on the advantage to take this match and put the Saints even further towards clinching this quarterfinal matchup in the VISAA tournament.
As the Saints are now up 4-0, needing one more win to clinch.
So yeah, this match would clinch, as Austin stands.
As both Joe and Austin are at 9 games.
Austin unable to get that one up and over. Not enough topspin to bring it down, so now we're back at deuce. Austin's forehand return, not enough on it. Hits the tape and drops down, so now Ha trying to steal this game from Hackney. Oh, that one just got up on Austin's hands. Good first serve there from Ha.
Ha forces another game.
Yeah, I believe now it's 9-5.
Ha's really stepped up his game in the recent games.
Yeah, not going down without a fight.
True. Believe he was down 7-1 at one point.
Yeah, it was 7-1. There's Austin Hackney letting out a little bit of frustration there with a really powerful first serve. That goes long. A lot of velocity on his second serve as well. That drops into the net.
And the Saints have clinched as Joe Parker wins his match.
Joe Parker, the 6th seed, grabbing the win there, so Saints won't go to doubles as Austin Hackney's approach volley just goes over. Austin Hackney a little frustrated. You can tell he
just wants to get this match over with.
Yeah, talking to himself, just trying to get the win. So, first serve into the net. Austin Hackney really struggling in this game. He's played so well the whole match, but really getting in Hackney's head and kind of frustrating him. Maybe Hackney thought he was going to get an easy one.
Right. He's having trouble finishing.
Hackney really taking control in this point. That's a good return from Ha there, though. Going cross court on his backhand. Might be love 40. Hackney really snapping at that serve. Didn't look like he got his full motion. Gets the second in, though.
He's going up for the volley.
Ha gets it in. Austin another over the head. Save getting that in before Ha just returning it. Austin letting that one go long.
Yeah, every time Austin goes up to the net, Ha hits a lob over him.
Ha playing really well in those defensive opportunities as Austin Hackney approaches. So 15-40 now. Austin, really great first serve, gets that in, but Huh returns. Hackney approaching. Too much power on that for Huh. Gets it past him. It's Hackney battling in this game, trying to put the match away.
Oh, yeah.
Hackney, good approach. Powerful serve. Huh just gets it past him. Takes the game.
Great winner from Huh there.
Yeah, just going down the line, finding the space. So Huh takes 2. It's now 9-6.
Just trying to keep Woodberry from getting shut out here.
Yeah, and for us, it's a good thing we're getting a little bit more of a match to show you. We
Right.
joined y'all late. Austin only had 2 games to go to finish out the match, but Huh's giving us a pretty entertaining one. We've got catered Chipotle on the way for Senior Day, so after this one, we'll be sticking around. I'd like to thank the seniors' parents, Mrs. Hackney, for setting that up.
You got to think
great
Austin,
festivities today.
Right. You got to think Austin has that Chipotle on his mind as he tries to finish this match.
Yeah, that might be
Use
might
it
be
as
what
some
what's
extra
distracting
motivation.
him. I was gonna say it's going the other way. It might be distracting him, getting him to
Yeah, true.
think past Huh,
Yeah.
but definitely has that carrot on a stick.
There's a let from Huh here.
Great cross court from Austin Hackney, putting Huh right in the corner, and he's unable to return. So Austin gets the first point of the match there. Just a quick update. Saints Lacrosse just entered the 4th quarter. Paul VI leads 6-5, so a really close one there. It would be huge if Saints could pull out an upset at the number 1 seed. Huh going long on his first serve.
Is Huh just out?
Yeah, forcing Hackney into trying to get over there, but just long.
Could have been a killer shot if it was just a few inches shorter.
It's a nice high backhand from Austin Hackney. Got a lot of topspin before he goes for an approach.
Just Huh goes
Powered
up to
over
the
Huh.
net
Oh,
and just misses on the overhead.
that's a really unfortunate miss from Huh. Putting him in a pretty difficult position. Austin with 3 match points. And another STC Athletics update. The golf team has just won the Prep League tournament. We don't have scores for you, but we do know that the best Saint finished at 3 under par as Huh's first serve goes long.
I think they left for that tournament before school today.
Yeah, that's at Keswick Golf Club. Not sure the location of that, but that's gotta be a pretty long drive. So Huh getting a point against Austin here. Now it's at 15-40. really powerful cross-court forehands there from Huh. Really,
Good forehand rally from both.
going into his tank to try and continue this match. Austin just framed that one. Now Huh at 30-40 trying to take it to deuce. We saw him do that in his last serve to save the match also. Huh approaching, drop shot volley. And a good overhead by him.
Forcing
really
deuce.
impressive. Yeah, really impressive from Huh. Battled back down 3 points to force a deuce against Austin Hackney.
With those
Actually, yeah, did in his last serve as well.
with those last 3 points, it seemed Austin was getting a little less aggressive, just making sure not to hit it out, and that could have been why he let Huh back into the game.
Yeah, Austin Hackney really playing at his best when he takes the game to his opponent.
Right.
Huh forcing him deep before Austin returns. Oh, that's a surprising shot from Huh. Had a nice overhead opportunity set up, but chose to try and drop shot toward the right alley and
Landed just short.
yeah, miscalculated the angle there, and now Austin's up on the advantage. Another match point. Austin's had quite a few. Huh looking a little winded there. He's battled well to get back in it. He gets his first serve in. Hackney, had the line.
And that lands out for Huh. And that'll end the match.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Austin hit the tape, but doesn't matter. Huh. His second shot was long, and Austin Hackney takes it and not only clinches for the Saints, but Saints get a sweep going 6-0 over Woodberry.
Mm-hmm.
So they advance in the VISAA state tournament.
Great performance to start off the playoffs from the Saints.
Really dominating Woodberry, definitely giving them a lot of confidence going into the semifinal matchup. They take either Collegiate, who's the number 2 seed, or St. Stephen's St. Agnes. We have to imagine that it is going to be Collegiate. There's a pretty big drop off between the top 3 or 4 teams in the state.
It'll be interesting to see another St. Chris versus Collegiate match, 4th this year.
Yeah, they've had a really, really interesting rivalry so far this season. A lot of competitive matches.
Right. Both teams full of talent.
So that will do it for us, as Austin Hackney downs Willis Huh by a score of 10-6 in the pro set. Saints beat Woodberry 6-0 and advance to the VISAA tournament semifinals. Thank you for joining us. I'm Miller Farley alongside Jack Oakey. Thank you to Coach Stephen Lewis for setting up the stream today, and JD Jump for supplying the equipment. If you want, we have our baseball stream still going on as they're taking on Trinity. Currently, the Saints lead 1-0. And varsity lacrosse still down 6-5 in the 4th quarter. So congrats to Saints tennis, and they're going to look to continue their run on Friday.